in today's era is to limit your education to the classroom.
If you believe that this person is outshining you because they have more skills, because they have more influence, because they have more money, that's already a disservice to you. Because light never gets dimmer because another light shines.
Get angry that you are here, where you are right now, when you could be much more. Until you are fed up of being fed up with where you are, there won't be any change.
Motivation is the fuel that drives action. But more important than being motivated is the ability to stay motivated.
The one, the only, Sam
Harvard. I'm a beacon of hope. Everywhere I go, everything I do prospers. I am not poor. I make people rich. I am not poor. I make people rich. I am not poor.
Too young to start thinking about people even while you are broke. I told you my story. I started teaching people's businesses to have the knowledge. I pass it
to your neighbor and say, get angry. They didn't hear you say, get angry.
Guess what? I was broke. Until I started learning to pay people, nobody was willing to pay me.
Millions of people that are attached to you, and if you do not succeed in life, they will die in poverty.
Listen. Anger is the gift of God to man. I know most of you say, don't get angry, but listen, even the Bible says, be angry, but
you need to educate yourself again. There's a difference between academics and education. Academics is what you do in university. The problem is most of the time, what they are teaching you is outdated, not relevant today.
You're selling the right products, you're selling good products, but you're not where your customers can see you.
Please, the first mindset is, I need to live an abundant life. And there's another way that I twist that. A lot of you here don't love yourself. That is why you are still broke.
I, Sam Harvard, I'm a beacon of hope. Everywhere I step, hope arises. Everything I touch, prospers. This is who I am. I am not poor. I make people rich.
Hello Douala, hello Cameroon, hello Africa, hello Nigeria, and hello world. You are welcome to the 40 Streams Conference here in Douala, Bonanjo at La Falaise. Beautiful people, it's gonna be an amazing day. This is the 40 Streams Conference and the launching of Lenoflix affiliate program in Cameroon.
cannot identify, you cannot confront. And what you don't confront, you cannot conquer. Let us see Cameroon.
And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it and my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, but they saying Luda's back. Blame it on that contour, the hood call it Luda Yak. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down, like strippers' booties go. My verses still be serving, tight like a million virgins. Last time on a college remix, now I'm on the original version. Can't never count me out, y'all better count me in. Got 20 bank accounts, accountants count me in. Make millions every year, the South's champion. Cause all I do, all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. Put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Swerving in my low, head on a swivel, you know serving me's a no-no. Clean as a whistle, as a baby.
We learn, we earn, and we flex.
Back it up, my niggas call me loco. Down for armed trafficking, don't make me pull that fofo. Ask you what you laughing at, represent that mud life. Dirty money, bitch.
Behind every desire you admire are requisite action that you need to take in order for that desire to transpire. I want to say welcome, Accra, Ghana, to the 40 Streams Conference.
Here in the hall, you connect with great mentors. You get information that will make you relevant in your generation. And just the lack of this information can cost you another 10 years of frustration.
It's not a question of whether you can make money online. It's a question of what systems are you aware of that you can take advantage of to make money online.
So we are not looking at individuals that are just doing the thing. We are just looking at a crop of people who are banded together, seeing themselves as a team that is making a transgenerational change.
Until you take that decision and say, like the biblical character called Esther, if I perish, there won't be any change.
Most importantly, will you take action repeatedly? Because action is not enough. Taking repeated action is what creates results.
The key is what? Focus.
Please, ladies and gentlemen,
that's right,
with a standing ovation, we want to welcome into this hall,
that's right,
Mr. Kwame and Sam Harvard.
Becoming a millionaire or billionaire is not a function of age. It's not a function of your nationality. It's not a function of gender, and it's not even a function of your spirituality.
People are saving lives on the internet. People are changing their families' financial standings using the internet. If today we have mobile money and my 72-year-old mother can send and receive money, it should tell you what technology is.
If you want to influence and impact people and you want to be comfortable, you will never get to influence and impact anybody, ladies and gentlemen.
A powerful business coach, millionaire mentor, a multi-talented serial entrepreneur, Africa's most sought-after sales guru, the boss of sales superstars, internationally acclaimed best-selling author, a public speaker par excellence, life and finance strategist.
My name is Sam Harvard.
All right, let us start by checking if you can hear me. Please give me 111 in the chat. The network is terrible where I am. I'm not home, so in case you have not noticed. So let's start by checking if you can hear me and see me. All right. So on Zoom, you can hear me. I'm getting 111. How loud is my voice? Is it clear? Rate it over 10. If you can hear me on YouTube as well, please give me 111 on YouTube. I'd like to hear from you on YouTube. I know there's going to be a bit of delay in that. Okay. So it's clear, yeah? You all can hear and see me. Okay. 9, 10, 7 over 10, 100%. Fantastic. All right. I'm not here with my mic, but my mic is pretty good, so I'm sure you're going to be able to hear. Awesome. Welcome to the Sunday Income Masterclass. This is our second episode. All right. Is today the second Sunday of the year? Maybe. All right. So I started a series last week, and I'm going to be continuing on that series today. I don't know how long this is going to take, but I will stretch it as much as possible because you all must learn the hard way, like one guy in Nigeria used to see on social media. All right. Happy Sunday, everybody, and welcome to the same masterclass, episode 2. So today I'm going to be talking about the Painpoint economy, part 2. The Painpoint economy, part 2. As business owners, we have one major responsibility, and that responsibility is to make sure that our business is growing. And you can measure growth in business through different metrics. So regardless of the metrics you are using, achieving your goal, your business goal, is a key factor in your business key performance indicator known as KPI. So if your goal is to get 100 clients a month, if you can get 100 clients that month, you have achieved something and your business is growing. If your goal is to have 100 clients and you only got 20 clients in the same period, then you know something is wrong. All right. So it's important that you are clear about what your business goals are and you do everything to make sure you achieve it. So if the only thing you are able to do as a owner of a business is to make sure that whatever you set as your business goal is achieved, then you are doing well, at least for a start. So putting this in mind and putting this in perspective, you need to now realize that your job as the owner of the business, and when I say business, I think I need to be very clear. There are two types of businesses. All right. The first type of business is called enterprise. And that is what everybody do. You exchange something for money. You've done business. So maybe there's a shoe you bought some years or somebody gave to you, and then you have outgrown the shoe. And then you decide to sell that shoe, and somebody paid you for the shoe. And you even probably sold that shoe more than the amount you bought it. For example, there was this year I came to Nigeria and I thought I was going to stay for about a year or two. So I bought a car and I stayed for, I think, 8 months. So I used that car for 8 months and I called the guy that sold the car to me. I think I'm tired of Nigeria. Nigeria is affecting my brain. I need to run away. Can you take this car back? How much would you like to buy the car? And the guy gave me a bill, an offer to buy the car for 10 million naira more than the amount I bought the car from him. Did you hear what I just said? I bought a car, I used it for 8 months, and when I was selling it, I sold it 10 million naira more than the amount I bought the car. That's just to tell you there are some businesses you do, you make money. Why that happened was because Tinubu happened to Naira. Anyways, that was why that happened. So back to my point, when you sell something and someone pays you for it, it could be your skill, it could be your service, it could be your expertise, it could be your knowledge. You sell something that someone appreciates and the person pays you for that thing. You have done a transaction and that could become an enterprise, but that is not business. The real meaning of business, the second kind of business, which is supposed to be your goal, in case that is not where you play right now, is to build what we call a leverage system, or let me make it clearer, a people leverage system. So a business is defined by the system that works round the clock to ensure that there is a continuous transaction and cash flow activities happening beyond what one person can do. So you are not in business until you can be out of the equation and all the economic activities of your so-called business will continue. If you are getting me, please type 222. Do you understand? Business is any kind of enterprise you are doing where you have people doing the work on your behalf. So you don't have employees, you don't have business. Okay, say is lost. Please, I'm going to find you now. Listen, you don't have a business if you don't have people you employ who are doing the work on your behalf. If you are the smartest person in your business, it is not yet a business. Okay, so a business is measured by the number of people, all right, and the quality of people who work under the business. Some of you will think Google is just a website. Maybe 10 people in a sitting room are the ones running it. That thing you call Google that you think is just 10 people have tens of thousands of employees. How many? Tens of thousands of employees, which are smart people. Tens of thousands of smart people working together in different pieces. Same thing with Meta. These are supposed to be websites. But there are tens of thousands of people that work together around the clock to make sure that engine called Google, that engine called Meta or Facebook keeps on running. So it is a business because it has a people system. Do you understand now? So those of you who say, I'm a businessman or entrepreneur, and you are the only one, you're the Alpha and Omega. If you have mood swing, your business also has mood swing. If you are sick, your business is sick. If you are happy, your business is yata, is happy. As your mood changes, so also affects your business. That's terrible. There's a bank in Nigeria recently, all right, that one of the founders passed. All right. One of the who is doing the recording? One of the founders of the bank passed on, not I think a year or 2 years ago. Had an helicopter crash with his entire family. I think maybe one of the member of family was alive. The tragedy happened on a Sunday. Monday morning, People still enter the bank. All the workers went to office. The bank still operated normal. Their app went through. Everything happened. That is a definition of business. Such a terrible thing happened to the owner, and the business still continues as if nothing happened. Abi, those of you who know the bank I'm talking about, did you go there the next day and they say, you understand, our founder just had an accident and he died with his family, so we cannot work today. Oh, sorry, we'll not give you your money, you'll not be able to transfer. Are you following where I'm going? So, the more you are able to separate yourself from your business endeavor, the more business it is. So, a business is measured. As a matter of fact, I've forgotten who it was that said a big business number one characteristics is 500 employees. So, you are not doing big business if your employees number is below 500. How many number? Below 500. So those who want to build a big business, so want to be a business mogul. You know, there are funny people these days, young people online who say they are business mogul because they have made some 10 billion in Naira, especially Nigerians. Or maybe they have made some $10 million and they said they are business mogul. How many people are working for them? 3. And these people are probably earning $100, $200 per month to these trips. So they probably the highest employee IQ that they have is half of their own. The input of the people they are paying is half of their own intellectual capacity. So, but a real businessman that is a business mogul, the closest key people to him are smarter than him in that area of expertise. All right. It's just overall, he's able to dream, vision, lead the culture that they all follow, but they are smarter than him in their area of expertise. So I digress because a lot of people think the fact that I'm selling phone that I bought somewhere and they sell and I'm the alpha and omega of my business, then I have business. No, you have an enterprise. You are exchanging something for money. You have not built a business yet. When you begin to build a business, when you begin to recognize how you could have people do all the work, even if you are not there, and the engine will keep on running. So when you're thinking of business, think of system. What did I say? Please type it for me if you heard me. Type system. That is what a business represents. System. Thank you, Okere. Fantastic. So it means a system. So that is the goal. In case you have not done that yet, that is the goal. That is what you're going to be building. So both in enterprise, because the reality is small business must begin to operate the culture of a big business, even though they are still small. And big business, for them to survive, must have the mindset of a small business for them to keep on being alive. Be like, say, I am confusing you, but I'll give you a very good example that I believe all of you can relate to. Not so long ago, in mobile telephony, the biggest organization that dominated, they weren't the Dominion brand at the beginning, but they eventually grew and became the Dominion brand, was Nokia. Nokia became the Dominion brand. They introduced the QWERTY keyboard on the mobile phone, which was the entry level into what you now know as smartphone technology. And somehow, 2 guys from Canada who had founded some company called Research in Motion, RIM, decided to introduce a kind of communicator which was like an upgrade of the good old pager system, and they call it the BlackBerry. And the BlackBerry was introduced the QWERTY keyboard took it to another level, which now allow for a close group communication between people. So if you also have a BlackBerry, you can have a communication that is just limited to just us. And before you could know what's happening, BlackBerry took over from Nokia and became the Dominion brand in mobile telephony. As a matter of fact, the early ages of smartphones. 2007, there's a guy that didn't have a lot of hair on his head anymore. You know him as Steve Jobs. Announced that afternoon one tiny device called a smartphone, which has the ability to let the keyboard, which was the main selling point, appear on screen when you need it and does not appear anymore when you don't need it, therefore giving you enough real estate on your screen. And it became an instant hit. Everybody wanted an iPhone. And before you could say Jack Robinson, iPhone took over from BlackBerry. Nokia died because they became too big to innovate. BlackBerry died because they became too big to innovate. But Apple, iPhone, has been able to keep themselves alive because of a statement the founder said, as big as we are, we run Apple as if we are a start-up. Every day they run like they are a startup. And that is why they are acquiring a lot of startup companies, putting together to make sure that the ecosystem is so tight that once you get in, it's like a cult. You can't leave. That's why it's difficult for any other phone to just come and break the monopoly of Apple, especially on one of the biggest markets in the world, the United States. It's that crazy. So when you're running a business, I know you're just starting now. A lot of you are just starting now. It's just only you. You're probably just even beginning to learn the skill to build your business because you're on Nexa. Praise God. Yes. But you have to think as a big business, even though you are small right now. And those of you who are already big business, you need to begin to operate as if you are still a startup, even though you are already big. That way you cement your relevance and you will keep innovating and you will not die out, especially in this very unstable AI age that we are in right now. So this is me digressing. I just wanted to define the meaning of business. Please, do you understand what business means now? You understand what enterprise means? You understand what business means? You know where you stand. Some of you are self-employed. You don't have a business. I know you have registered business name. 1 million shares, Abi. I know. Those are good. It's a beginning of corporate governance. If only you will follow the process, file your tax, file your annual returns, do all of the processes, do your bookkeeping, your audit, and etc. Not say, well, just how much do you make? It's only me and my wife and daughter that's running the business, so it's just us. You're not keeping track of what is going out or what's going in. If you're running a business, if I ask you, what is your cash flow statement in the last 1 week or December alone, what was your cash flow statement? A lot of you are going to be like, what is cash flow? We shall sold, we made money now. That's what we know. So you're not keeping tracks because there's no structure on the business. So we have to enforce it. It's very important. Now, let me bring you back to where we start. Remember, I am talking about the pain point economy. It's very important. Now, as the owner of the business, or the starter of the business, or the leader of the business, your major responsibility is to make sure the business grows. And for business to grow, some of the things you need, especially if you are in the B2C business, that's business to consumer, all right, is client acquisition. What did I say? Client acquisition. Let me use simpler English. Your ability to get more customers into your business is one of your number one responsibility as the business leader or business owner. Okay? All the ideas, all the strategies required to make sure that becomes a reality is your job. And in order to be able to do that, yes, you might have a sales team, but you call the shots. And for now that your business is still growing, it's still a small business, you're still in charge of most of these things, you need to understand the key concepts that makes customer come to you. All right? So For most people who are listening to me right now, you are still at this stage of I want to make money. I need money. I'm broke. I need to make money. For some of you, you're already above all of that. Your basic needs are already met. You're in the case of this thing that we are building. How do we make it bigger? All right. Some of you, you're already big. You're like, how do we diversify and scale? All right. How do we diversify and scale? So you are thinking about how do we scale what we are doing? How do we go global? All right. So I want to go into what I call value chain expansion. You know, you can be doing a business and you don't know that there are other supporting business you can start that brings more money and put more people into the business that you're doing. It's very important. For example, I took my children to Europe some years ago. They wanted to do vacation, so they said they were going to 5 countries. So went to Europe. So I took them to an hotel I had stayed in that country when I first visit the country. The way that building was a very large building. I think it has 8 floors or so. It has a massive mall, and the mall has an elevator that is linked to the hotel. So it has a mall. The mall has a hotel, and they also have what they call this thing, lounge, club, nightlife, whatever. Almost all the things that work together for tourists are together in the same building. So if you want to go to mall for sightseeing, they have a very beautiful mall right there in the same building. The hotel that all of us are staying right there in the same building. The mall has lots of restaurants. The hotel itself has a restaurant, and it's the same building owned by the same person. You understand? So value chain expansion is your ability to say people who buy what we are selling also buy this other thing. We're selling shoe. Why don't we start selling socks? Because people who buy shoe, we need a socks. People who buy shoe will need a polish. People who buy polish will need brush and smoothener. Why don't we start selling those things? Do you understand where I'm going with this? Someone's buying shoe, we need a cloth to wear on the shoe. Why don't you start a bespoke business? So all our clients who buy shoes, they might not buy shoe every month, but they might want to buy tie and socks. And, you know, why don't we expand the value chain? That is your responsibility as a business owner or leader. So you are focusing on activities that make your business grow. So now that we are on the same points, do you all agree with me so far? As the business owner, your number one responsibility is activities that make your business grow. So I said growth at the very basic is about you achieving your goal. If you set a business goal, you achieve the goal. So when you achieve your business goal, then your business is growing. If you do not achieve your business goal yet, then something is wrong. Your business needs diagnosis. So you need to find out exactly what is wrong with your business to be able to solve it and be able to move forward. Fantastic. Fantastic. Are we still live? All right. Something was misbehaving in the background of what I'm talking about. So let's get into why we're here today. I want to talk about the part 2 of the Painpoint economy. Now, in order to get customers in your business and be able to make revenue to grow your income in your business, you need to understand the APC framework. Please, not Tinubu's APC. For those of you who are Nigerians, you know what I'm talking about. APC means something else in Nigeria. APC framework. I already taught that on the 30 days challenge. Those of you who are there, I think on the day 6 or 7, you're going to be seeing that. Now, what does APC means? A stands for audience knowledge. Write it down. Audience knowledge. Your target audience, your potential customer, who is supposed to buy your stuff. Audience knowledge. That's A. What about P? P stands for product knowledge. Product knowledge. your stuff, what you are selling, product knowledge. And what about C? C stands for conversion strategy. Write that down. Conversion strategy. Audience knowledge, product knowledge, conversion strategy. That's what APC means. So all Nigerians, they automatically will remember this, because you know the situation you are in was they put you anyway. So the more you know who are supposed to buy from you, the better you sell. The more you sell, the more money you make, the more your business grow. The more you know about your product, the easier it will be to sell to the audience you have acquired. Because acquiring lead is a good thing, but it's not the end of the loop. It's just a beginning phase. You could have a thousand people give you their email and name, but when we check your bank balance, has it increased? So it's not about getting emails and names or getting people say, hey, yo, those of you who probably have an outlet, you see a lot of people walk into your outlet, but they don't make transfer by the time they are leaving. Some of them will even spend 30 minutes, especially if you have a large outlet, say maybe a retail store. A lot of people will come here and move. It's not about that go to a mall that buy something. They invented this funny word, window shopping, like you're shopping for window or buying window or shopping through a window or whatever. So there are going to be window shoppers, even if you are doing online business. They come to your page, they look at your stuff, they like your stuff, they even come to your DM and say, hey, tell me about this, how much is this? Do you do payment or delivery? After that, they just pew, they ghost you. So all of these things happen. So knowing about the customer or potential customer, or even acquiring the customer by lead generation, is not the end of the journey. You need to know how to sell to that customer, which now informs your knowledge about your product. Your product is what happened to your buyer after they bought your product. Should I repeat that? Your product is not the thing you are selling. Your product really is what happens to your buyer after they bought the things you are selling. Do you understand what I just said? My product is not Nexa platform. My product is what happens to you after you join Nexa. After you join Nexa, your minimum income, minimum wage becomes $1,000. That's what I'm selling. So I'm selling, turning your minimum wage to $1,000. Between that and you joining a platform that has 10 skills you can learn and 30 days monetization strategy, which of the two do you think sounds better? What happens to you after you join becomes a better product than the product itself. So when you know the things that can happen to your potential customer because they buy your product, especially if it's your own product, then you have a better way to sell to them. I'm laying foundations, going somewhere. Number 3, which is the C, conversion strategy. What are the process that you put in place to make the audience to buy the products that you have and pay you? Now, this is what this simply means. How do you ensure transaction happens? Transaction, in my definition, is credit alert. How do you ensure that you get credit alert? It is not about any other thing in between. The most important thing is that you get credit alert. So how do you make that happen? It's not interest. I have a client who told me, Sam, send the invoice right now. And the client called back and said, oh, Sam, on the invoice, I'm seeing accounts. I'm seeing the dollar account. I'm seeing the naira account. So which one do you prefer? I say it's all in your hand. You could convert it to naira. You could send in dollars. Any of the two goes. Or do you need a different dollar account? If this one is not going through, you can get a pounds account. Say, no, I'll just do dollars. I think I have some dollars. So I'm sending the money right now. And then I say, oh, fantastic. All right. Just let me know once you're done so that I'll send the receipts and then we close this and all that. And I was happy. But because of my knowledge in business, I know that transaction has not happened until I actually check my phone and I see this stuff. Now, this client was supposed to be paying a lot of money for the service, at least something in how many figures would that be? Three, about 6 figures in USD. You know what that means? That's it's over $100,000. One person. The person said, "I am sending the money now." And ladies and gentlemen, it has been 1 year and 4 months. I am here to get the alerts. Did you hear me? It's been 1 year and 4 months. I am here to get the alert from that customer. So if I was new, I probably would like, somebody's about to send me some money. Let me go and do all kinds of things on credit. So I'll just call. Hello, thing I do have that car where we talk. If you bring her now. I called them in Cameroon. The Kukuma offered me 5 wives that year. I said, oh yeah, dowry paid. Bring the wife, everything. You know, marry on credit, buy house on credit, buy car on credit, do all kinds of things on credit because the customer is about to pay. How many times have you really made decisions, financial related decisions on I am going to pay now? And then it became story. And then we're like, oh my God, what have I done to myself? So please, as business owners, you need to realize transaction equals credit alert. If you have not seen it in your account, even if they send proof of payment, it is not yet a confirmed transaction until you confirm it in your account. Did you hear me? All right, I need to let that sink because I learned the hard way. Some of you have learned your lessons the hard way as well. All right, so that they say I've sent the money. Oh yeah, this is this. Hey, you will be shocked though. So transaction happens when you see credit alert in your account. That is when it happens. So what strategy would you take to ensure that that happens? So now, putting all this APC together, you really need to go deep to know your customer. By now, if you're running an online business, especially, you need to have what we call a customer Bible, which is a document that talks about one person that you are selling to. Whatever product you have, there's always that one person. I usually would teach, and I think I taught this in the 30 days challenge. Those of you on Nexa, you're going to see it. That, excuse me, you think about the people you want to sell to as if it's one person. You think about it as if it's one person, because that one person, or thinking about an avatar in a one person now, allows you to go as deep as possible about the person, and it makes it real to you. You don't lose any detail. So what happens is when you can describe one person in depth, there are people who look like that one person, millions of them. So when you're clear, you have like a document that describe one person. Anyone who has similarity with that one person automatically fits in to your offer. Okay, so understanding your customer is the first key thing, and in being able to understand your customer, the most important metric about anyone that's going to buy from you is their pain points. Pain points exist in 2 categories. Number 1 is the discovered discomforts or the discovered problem. The people that are going to buy something from you notice there's a need in their lives. Are you with me? And this, I don't want to go too deep into this, but please realize that for some kind of clients and customers, a need is equal to a want. And there's some kind of product that until your product graduate from being a need and becomes a want, they will not pay, especially if it's luxury product or expensive product. Okay, so if it's a want, people will pay. An example is a lady holding iPhone 17 Pro Max and she's begging for 20K from somebody to do something else that is important in her life. All right, you're holding iPhone 17 Pro Max and you cannot pay your rent, you're owning rent. An example is a guy that is driving a 200 million car and cannot pay rent. All right, and the business is crumbling, So priorities are in the wrong places because that luxury property, the phone, is a want. All right, those house rent is a need. So they will not think they need to trade those luxury things they have so that they get their needs sorted and be able to now grow from there. So my point is, if you operate in the want market or a need market, you have to find a way to make it look like a want. A want are products that satisfy emotional need, not a logical need. If you are using iPhone 15, you don't need iPhone 17, except it's a want. Do you get me? You don't need iPhone 17. They are going to bring iPhone 18 out this year now. Some people, they bought 17. You don't need 18. But you will want 18. Okay, let me use myself as an example. I use the latest devices. Those of you who have been my student for years, you know what I love the most? Gadgets, Abby. So I use the latest devices. I think of all my devices, the only thing that is the latest now is my MacBook, and they have born another one, but they have not born the Pro version of it. But they are going to born. I think the Pro version of it is going to come out this year. So this year, my my MacBook will now become obsolete. But aside that, it was the latest, and the only reason was the latest was the one I was using before was hanging. Could not undo my streaming and screen work anymore, and it was affecting my productivity. I had to close my eyes, and I got the latest one. But for about 3 or 4 years now, 4 years, probably 5 years now, 4 years now, I stopped buying new gadgets. People are close to me, like my children. They know the week that phone comes out, I've traded it. Now, I'm a Samsung guy. I'm not an iPhone guy. If you ever see me with an iPhone, I use it for alarm. And I've dashed out all my iPhone. I don't have any iPhone right now. But I use Samsung. I have 2 Samsung before they stole one of them in Nairobi last December. Now, this is S22. I think they're currently in S25 or 26 already. 26 is going to come out next month, I think. And I'm still in 22. Ladies and gentlemen, the money that this 22 makes for me, thank God they didn't steal this one. The money it makes for me, let's just leave it like that. What's the point I'm trying to make? My need for a phone is satisfied by this 22. Okay? I am no longer, I deliberately talk to myself, you know what, cool down. Buying 26 or 27 or whatever phone now is just a want. It is not a need. So all the opportunity costs of me not upgrading my phone, the money I could have used to upgrade my phone that I put into something else, I built assets for me that I'm happy looking at. My foldable that was stolen was a Fold 3. What? I almost bought a Fold 7 the other day. The only reason I didn't buy it is because I love to buy my gadgets in Dubai because I'm guaranteed to buy original. But if I buy my gadgets in Nigeria, guys, there's a lot of fake in that Nigeria self. What's wrong with you people? You have people that invented or made popular iPhone 11, iPhone SR to 17 Pro Max. Everything is just fake everywhere. You won't even know which one is real. So I got saw the phone. I need this. I would have done it. I said, then I get back home. I'll go and I'll go, I'll go and change the phone. They would have stolen it. So I thank God I left it like that. What's the point I'm trying to make? You and I spend money, a lot of money, on some things that are not needs, but are wants. Why do we spend so much money on them? It's because the value they bring to us are emotional value, not logical or operational value. Everything I need personally, I don't know about you, from a smartphone, this phone gives to me. Do you hear me? But by February, there's going to be, this is 22, there's 23, 24, 25, 26, there are 4 generations in between. So why am I buying 4 generations? It's because I'm thinking, maybe not Misha, but somebody might think, will people believe me if they see that I'm using a 4-year-old phone? You know, they will think, yeah, he has made it in life. Because I say, hey, really, if you're not going to do business with me because I'm using a 4-year-old phone, then go away with your business. Oh. Yeah, go away with your business. Because I don't know what my, see, the phone screen has not broken. I'm not even using screen guard. That's how careful with phones I think I have been. You know, everything is just flowing easy. I can do whatever I want to do on the phone. So why do I need to buy more? Why am I going in this direction? Because I want you to understand it by looking at your own life also. That people will spend any amount possible to satisfy a want rather than a need. But most of us play on a business that guarantees or satisfies needs. We want to begin to play around people's wants and mix it with what they need. Do you understand me? A flight is a flight. There's no difference between first class and business class, apart from one is a want, the other one is a need. And in some cases, even a business class is not a need. Economy is just fine, or premium economy is just fine. In some cases, even premium economy is not a want. Normal economy is just fine. But people, including myself, will carry a lot of money and go and pay for first class or pay for business class. And all of us will land the same place. We'll get to the same place. There was a particular year, I can't remember if it was 2023 or so. I stopped flying first class. And I took economy for maybe about 2 or 3 flights that period. Why did I do that? I had this Emirates had this this their priority skyward. So they have this their skyward stuff. So I've ranked already. I was at a rank of business class. So what it means is whatever the class I'm flying, all the benefits that somebody flying business class have, they give it to me for free. E.g., I have priority boarding. I don't go to where everybody gather, all the economy people, because especially if I'm flying out of Dubai or anywhere, as a matter of fact, once I'm flying Emirates, I go and queue where first class and business class queue. That's where they will check me in. That's number one. Number two, I get the same baggage allowance as people flying business class or first class. The same, regardless of the class I'm flying. Number three, after they have checked me in and collected my bag and everything, I go and stay in the same lounge with business class people. I eat everything they eat. I get everything they get. The only difference is when we enter inside the plane, I sit on economy seats. That's the only difference. And when we land, if I was going into Dubai, I also get a free car that will take me to my house. When I'm leaving my house to the airport, a free car comes to pick me from my house to the airport. Everything. So the only thing that you used to know that I'm not flying business class is if you are on the flight with me and you see me sit on those small chair. That's the only thing. So the day I discovered it, if you know the difference between economy and business class or economy and first class, because I usually do first class, the difference between the price is long. It's Kuvuki land, is far. So I said, why will I waste all this money when pretty much the entire reason I'm flying this whatever is I have it for free. So I said, give yourself brain. So I stopped booking first class. So I went the first time, I just booked economy pass. The money was so cheap. Like this, it looks like money you used to eat. Economy is so cheap. And like play, they came to pick me. Like play, they put me on priority checking. My luggage, they allowed me everything. Like play. I went to lounge. Like play. I say, oh, so this is it. So after somebody try to register in all this airline club stuff and try to rank, you will start getting benefits like you are flying priority. You will spend economy money and you get the treatment of business or first class. What's the point? A first class is a want. All right, it's not a need. Because the business class, the seat is big. You can also recline it and turn it to a bed and whatever. But that first class, the fact that they close the door on you is only you. You have one butler that's serving only you. Anything you want, you can call, you get it, you get all your stuff, everything ready. They give you change of clothes. You go to the bathroom, you shower at 40,000 feet. You come back, your chair has massage inside, and it has zero gravity that will suspend you. You'll be weightless. You'll be massaging you all through. Everybody is doing turbulence. You see, when plane is shaking, Nigerians will be praying. If you're in this one, you won't even feel it because you're on zero gravity on your own seat and you are by yourself. They close the door. You have. That's the only thing. No, there's nothing else. So just to have the experience. I digress. Turn your business into a want, your product into a want, and you see people pay premium to associate with it. It's as simple as that. I have a watch here that is okay. Let me not talk about the watch. I'm not in Dubai, so if I was the job of a watch is to tell time. Although that one is a store of value. Like if I'm broke now, I can go and sell it. No, but the reality is I don't need it. I hardly even check wristwatch time. I check time on my phone every time. So it's here. So it's 21:04. It's easy. Time has go. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's circle back to the beginning. Your job as the owner of the business is to be the one who call the shots on things that makes your business grow. And one of the major things is the audience knowledge. And the most important part of audience knowledge is what we call their pain points. So there's a lot of money in studying people's pain points. Okay? So I said under pain points, there are things that are need in the people's life, their current situation, the things that they do not like, that your product or your solution is supposed to solve for them. Now, the reality most of the time is people do not know what is wrong with them. Do you get me? In medicine, there is what we call symptom. Symptoms are not the problem. True of us. Symptoms are the things you feel that are uncomfortable because of the problem. Do you get it? So, most people don't know their problems, but they know the symptoms. You will not succeed if you're selling solution to the problem and your marketing is talking to the problem, not the symptoms. But if someone else is selling a product that can solve the problem, but we not talk about the problem, but we talk about the symptoms, it will get more attention because everybody knows the symptoms. Only few people knows the problem. Kai. Should we close? If you are broke, there's a reason. There's a problem that made you broke. But you may not even know your problem. But you know the symptoms of being broke. You know. You know. Your friend bought a car last year. You went to celebrate him. This is New Year, now 11th day. He's already built a house or something. You know how those things, even though you are happy for him, you know how much his life became a mirror, showing you how much of a failure you have been. That feeling is not your problem, but it's a symptom. So that feeling of looking like a failure. One of my oldest friends called me one day, said he's going for the 20 years anniversary of their school reunion something. He said he needs to borrow a car and go and show. Why? His current reality, he feels is going to look like a failure. I told him, don't go. They will not kill you if you don't go to your go to 21 years when you have made it. You have not made it, so don't go. That's what I told him. But it was so important to him to appear like he has made it. Because it is the same. His problem is not that he didn't have a car to show. He has a car, but if his car is too. I've spent all these years outside school and all that. Would I be driving this car? No, I need the car that will show that I have arrived. Are you getting what I'm saying? So, a lot of people live like that. So, what are the symptoms of the problem your clients are facing? What are the results of the lack of your product? Talk to that thing. So when you understand these two layers, the source, which is the real thing that we have to fix, because you can fix symptoms, okay, temporarily. For example, if somebody calls me, and I want to say this to all of you as a thing of lesson, it's important. I've been there many times. I'm no longer there and I can never be there anymore, thank God. If somebody cannot pay rent and is calling you to help him with rent, if you send money to that person, you are only curing the symptoms. The problem is still there. And the problem gets worse while it's not being taken care of and you are using pain relief to suppress the pain. Pain is not a bad thing. Pain is a teacher. Pain is teaching you and telling you something is wrong somewhere. If you remove the pain, that thing is still wrong. And what will happen to it? It will go wrongest. All right? It will get worse and worse. But you are not feeling it. But the day it will go so bad that the power of your pain relief can no longer suppress it. Sometimes some people just buy like that. So most people who just buy say nothing do harm. Oh no, so it has been doing harm. It's just harm has not been paying attention. Harm has been ignoring the symptoms or probably suppressing the symptoms and stuff. But the thing is still there. It's eating deeper and deeper. So people have a problem, but the symptoms tells them about the problem, but they try to solve the symptoms. So as a business owner, even though your solution solves the problem, you have to communicate about the symptoms. Hence, the understanding of the symptoms. The symptoms are painful things. That's what we mean by pain points. So pain points are necessarily not the core things. They are results of the existence of the problem. I kind of emphasize this. I think I'm repeating myself, but did you get me, guys? 111, if you get me. So the problems are there. The symptoms let the person knows. But what I realize in my years of marketing, most people don't even know what they want. They only know what the lack of what they want is making them feel. So if you are okay your solution, hey, this is what we're selling, or this is what we're selling, just be looking at you, hey, that's good, I like this thing, oh, it's nice, it's nice. But they don't know that that's really the solution they need. That is the real thing that will change their lives. So your ability to communicate information around the symptoms, and you are not solving the symptoms, it's a problem you want to solve. You're using the symptoms to attract them. You are a fitness trainer. You have a training routine that can help, let's say, people who are over 40 lose belly fats and probably have six packs. That thing has worked. Maybe worked on you, worked on a couple of people you've used it on, and you want to sell it to people. People who are above 40, most of the times, are not really trying to get six pack. They have other things they are trying to get. All right. For example, if you're over 40 and you're a lady and you're not married or in any serious relationship, no matter how successful you are, except you have brainwashed yourself to be a feminist and all these funny people, I just look at them and laugh. Except you have brainwashed yourself to become that kind of person, something is more important to you than your business success or any other thing, even though you don't project it publicly. And that is the fact that you are alone. And that affects a lot of things. It affects even your business. Your business could do better than you're currently doing if you are loved and happy and not alone. Do you get? So, and I want to help you. But the problem that is making you still single is because your stomach is like you are pregnant. So every guy that comes, say, this is a pregnant woman, or let me run. You're not pregnant. It's just big there. Thank you. I'm going to talk about the rent stuff. I'm coming back there. So, but I realized that the belly thing is the thing, but it's leading to other things. So I'm going to say, if you're 40 plus and you're not having a partner and it's affecting everything about your life, there are few things you need to pay attention to. I've not talked about if you have pot belly. So it's when I now start to talk about those things, and I say you need to check your appearance. We can work on it and give you the bangest body. I got scammed in Abuja in 2023. I flew in for, I think it was 40 Stream Conference, Abuja. I came in with Kwame. So we were in business class. So we came in, they boarded us first. So while other people were coming, I saw a lady that was carrying an hairstyle I used to like. I was like, attack Kwame, say, see. So long story short, when we landed, I still saw the lady again. So I said, I think I'm going to do something I don't know how to do. I'm going to approach a lady randomly today. So I went to her. Hi, what's your name? I like your hair. Oh, thank you. By the way, I'm doing a conference on Saturday. Would you like to attend? I'll give you a VIP pass. Stuff. Yeah, tell me about it. I showed her. Yes, I would like to come. Great. So I exchanged contact. And when we're stepping out, my people had gathered police, mobile police, SUV, everything. They even brought flower with what's the name of? Oh no, my little girl had flower in her hand to do with drum and everything. As they saw us, they just started shouting and singing and everything. So the lady saw all of that, say, "Oh my God, who's this guy, man?" So, so we left, and one of my boys had, I think, the latest Prado. He had about 11 cars in this Abuja. So he gave me his Prado. That Prado has this thing, this siren, police siren. The car is so tinted. I've never seen a car that tinted. Even if you're standing in front of it, you can't see the face of the driver. And he has a so he gave me the car. So I said, there's nothing I'm doing in the evening. That day we had, settled down and everything. So I just said, let me just go out. So I jumped into that car and I zoomed off, chatted the lady off, sent me your address, and then went to her house. I parked in front. She came out. We sat in the car. We were talking. I listened to old school music a lot. Not around me. I listened to Makosa and then old school music and stuff. So sort of my playlists were just a playlist and stuff in my mind. This lady cannot be more than 24. So And then we were talking, and then eventually she was like, "So, by the way, how did you get to know all these songs and stuff? How old are you?" I was just thinking maybe 24, 26. Wish you know somebody who's whatever. And then she looked at me and said, "She's 43." I said, "Yeah, you got joke. What's that?" She said, "She's serious. She's 43. She will soon be 44." Anyway, Auntie Epelema, me ma, like, what? I didn't believe her that day. It took me time to believe. She's the youngest 43 years old that I've ever seen. She has the baby face, she had the skin, everything was in her favor. Everything was in her favor. That day, now let me shock you. At that baggage pickup point, there was at least 5 guys that tried to chat her up. 5. With me, it would be 6. Are you listening? So you think you are too old, you're not. Let's change something about how you appear. You'll be shocked. I will not finish the story because you people now want to chook eyes into my personal privacy. I bind you in Jesus' name. Let's talk about the rent thing. Listen, anyone who's owing rent has a major problem that they may not be paying attention to. Helping them to pay that rent is you suppressing the pain. And you may end up putting them in more problem where they now know in their psyche, I can continue being irresponsible about my main problem. When I am due to pay rent, I have friends now that I can call here and there, and they will rally and help me out of my rent issue. You see? So sometimes when you help some people, you're actually doing them more harm than good. So I would like, if in case you're going to help somebody pay rent, find out how come, especially if you are in Africa, you've had 1 year. Rent doesn't sneak up on people, or even children's school fees is part of it. These bills doesn't sneak up. What happened really? You really want to hear the story, because in their story you may be able to pick up what might be really wrong with them and say, "Oh, guys, not rent money you need. Let's fix something else." All right. So this is very key and important. I'd like you to learn. If you are the one that like to beg people for rent, change. Deal with the real problem. But if people beg you for rent, don't pay for most people anymore because you're indulging them in a lot of things, and that might just be doing more harm than good for them. Okay. I want to round up because I'm going to do part 3 of this. I'm going to give you a framework next week that you're going to be using for pain point detection. Because the more you understand the pain points of people, the easier it will be for you to be able to help them with your product, your solution, what you have to sell. All right. So there are 3 stages for your customers. We have their current stage, which is where they are right now, and what characterizes that are the pain points, because they are the symptoms. They are the one that let us know something is wrong. Then you have their desired outcome. Most people know their desired outcome, but they don't know where they are currently. They are not aware about their problems. And like I said, 60% of your market does not know what their problems are. They know about the symptoms. They know about the things that they don't like, that they want to get rid of. But what is causing those things, most people don't know it. All right? If you are multi-talented, or you have businesses and you're not getting customers, and you know you are good at what you do, your problem is not people are not patronizing your craft. Your problem is not you are not getting money to pay children's school fees, you are owing rent. Those are not your problem. Your problem is you don't fucking have a personal brand. What did I say? Your problem is that you do not have a personal brand. Because if you have a personal brand, you will be able. Doka says you have a question. Type the question quickly so that I can see it. If something I can answer for you, I answer it. All right. If you have a personal brand, people will find you, they will know you, they will understand the impact your product can make in their life or their business on their stuff, and they will patronize you. So it's very important. Doctors, don't worry, all the courses will be uploaded this January. Okay? The reason they are not uploaded yet is because we want them to be the best. So if you had wanted mediocre courses, would have uploaded since December. So I told everybody to take their time and do a very good job for you guys, so that when everything is fully ready, you will love it. For example, AuthorOS is now 10 times better than what I showed you the last time. It will shock you guys right now what AuthorOS can do. Like, I'm almost tempted to show you some stuff, but the internet is not that great here. I would not want to, get the stuff done. But by the next time, maybe next week when we get to class, I'll probably show you. You need to see with AutoOS now, you can generate ebook within 15 minutes. Powerful ebook. If you see the kind of book cover that you can now generate with incredible stuff, everything is ready. Everything is ready. You can now write all kinds of books. It's not only authority book now. You can write devotion, all kinds of books with AutoOS. It's mad. And guess what? We are now going to add publishing to AutoOS. So inside the platform, when you finish writing your book, you'll be able to select different publisher and see their price and select the kind of ad cover, whatever it is you want, and click and pay them right inside there and give them your address. They will ship your book to you. They will send you sample of the printed book first. When you approve it, everything will happen inside the platform. That is a new thing we are adding. So if I had launched it then with that mediocre thing that I showed you, can you see all the upgrade that has happened in the last 1 week or 2 weeks? So the more we delay, the better outputs. It's like when you go order food a la carte and stuff, the food that takes time is really the expensive one. All right. I will start dealing with faceless YouTube from this week. I think this weekend. So don't worry, all of you on faceless YouTube. Wait, Riri sent me somebody who says he's getting copyright. It's the kind of asset you are using now, Oga. I've told you, you want to make money with something, you spend some money in some things. Every free things go run your belly. Sorry, I spoke Nigeria. When you like free things alone, it can give you constipation. So sometimes you might need to get some paid stuff and it's going to help you. But if you can't afford it, you have to do a little more work. All right. So we're going to deal with all of that. Okay. So that's that. How do we get BrandOS? BrandOS is available to everybody on the affiliate marketing course on inside Nexa. You get access to BrandOS. I'm going to work on BrandOS in February. Branding is my February work. Nexa is what I'm dealing with in January. Then branding, we're going to deal with branding in February. So every one of you want to build a brand, just use AutoOS, use BrandOS right now for what is available. But I'm going to finish up everything personal branding in February so you can access the entire process. But right now, you are just going to be able to get the basic ones for now. So that answers your stuff. Somebody is asking what is AuthorOS OS operating system. That's Author operating system. All right. As an affiliate, Coach T, I sent you a message. I will send you a message inside. It's not fully ready. Some part of it will be ready by tomorrow, but the process is going to take up to like Wednesday, Thursday. I had to make an emergency trip. Some of you did not know I got into a situation in Nairobi on 24th of December. They snatched my bag and it contained my 2 passports, my Emirate ID. So I couldn't go to the countries that I have passport to go to. And my wallet was taken, 2 of my phones were taken, some other documents and stuff were taken, everything. So thank God my main phone was in my pocket. So I was able to at least put myself together and stuff. So I'm in the process of recovering all those documents right now. So I'm currently in a place to get one of my passports back. And then I'll be doing some trips to some countries to get my documents from those countries back and be able to put myself back together. So it was a little bit of setback, but it's fine. You know, all things happen for a reason. It works together for a good. So that's the reason I'm not in the studio nor in a better place and stuff. So that's just the reason. So please bear with me. As soon as I'm back where the good internet is, I'll be able to do some of the work for you, especially for the marketing part. But I might do one tomorrow and make it go live tomorrow so that you guys can use it from tomorrow. All right. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. I'm going to see you all on the inside. Really, thank you for holding the fort. 30 days challenge, I think we have up to 7th day. Tomorrow, we're going to make it up to 10th day tomorrow. So please check it for all of you who are following. And I'm going to see all of you inside. If you're wondering what Nexa is all about, just reach out to the person that invites you or send me a message on Instagram at samharvard_. At samharvard_. It's a fine photo of mine like this that is having yellow background and it's verified. So just send me a message and I'll give you a link, or reach out to the person that invites you, and then they're going to be getting you. Yeah, they cannot be used against me. Thank you, Jerry. I've done all the filing in different countries. I've gotten all the court stuff, affidavit, police extract, everything. I got everything. So in case any of my document appears somewhere, I can defend myself that on such and such date. And this video is one of the evidence. So that they will know that I did a video where I'm telling my communities that my stuff was taken. AI consulting and coming. You people will be shocked. Hey, thank you for making mention of AI consulting. I need to really please chat me after class. I need to get in touch with the person you talked about. So we need to get something cooking this week. Yeah, we need to get it cooking this week. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. This will be good night from me.